Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art. Welcome back to another video. Mr. Vasquez, I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. He asked me to talk about my DUI and alcoholism in general. And I'm like, at first, I was like, you know what? Let me give him some links to my older videos that I talk about it in nauseam. But then again, that's the cheap and easy way out. Cheap and easy way, you know? Besides those videos I made those videos in three years ago. My mindset is totally different than I was 3 years ago. Because what happened was in 2000 what? Damn. Okay, that's Tony. I'll talk to him in a minute. Let me get this video done and I'll call you. But anyway, so what happened is I look up and I say, you know what? What can I do? So I decided to. So what I did is I decided to do this video. Why? Because my mindset is a little bit different than I was 3 years ago when I did these videos. Those videos I was when I did those videos, I had a staph infection and I was recuperating, so I was home every day. I had nothing else to do but do videos. But anyway, long story short, I've been I got 2 DUIs, okay? In the state of Michigan, having 2 DUIs is not good, but then again, if you get the third, it's considered a felony, which means I could lose my job. So it's very serious. It's a very serious thing. Very, very serious. My viewpoint on how this all happened was, long story short, I drank, got behind the wheel. During my I was sentenced to 2 years probation, and of course they treated you like a criminal. I was locked up with people who stole TVs, sold drugs, you know, shot at people and shit like that, and I'm like vanilla compared to everybody else. Ironic. But they treat you like that. For 2 years I had to do random drug and alcohol testing. I had people calling me an alcoholic and all sorts of things. So, you know what? Let's see what an alcoholic really is. Alcoholism is an addiction to the consumption of alcoholic liquor or the mental illness and compulsive behavior resulting from alcohol dependency. Does that fit me? No. That doesn't fit me at all. Basically, if a woman has more than 3 drinks in a day or 7 in a week, they may be at risk. If a man drinks more than 4 a day and 14 days, he's at risk. I have been through counseling for 2 years on this. I've been in AA for 2 years. And it's this spectacular book. Had many talks with the representatives from AA. The guy from AA told me, he says, Art, I've been an alcoholic for 30 some years. I've been sober for 10. Most of the people I know has been alcoholics for way longer than that. We can tell an alcoholic, you are not an alcoholic. You just did some dumb, stupid shit. My substance abuse counselor, because AA does it holistic, no science behind this, just holistic ways. My substance abuse counselor, who uses science, and everything else says, all right, you're not an alcoholic. You just did some stupid bullshit and you got caught up. But you do have a problem with alcohol because you drink to excess. Okay, and that was it. Basically, I was like the weekend warrior of drinking. Oh, let me drink as much as I can. Why? Because Because back in the day, when I first graduated from high school and college, the more you drank, the more of a man you was. So if you could out drink anybody underneath the table, that's how manly you was. Okay, but as you know, that's just glorified bullshit. It just shows you what an idiot you are by drinking so damn much, because it's not good for you. I don't care if someone drinks. I don't. I still drink every so often. Funny thing is that was it last year? Tony came to town last year. We went out to a bar. I drank like 2 drinks at the bar. Went to a restaurant. Drank about what, 1 there, if that. It's kind of hard to remember because it's kind of a blur. And I think we went to, was it not Buffalo Wild Wings, but it's the other Hooters. And I drank a pitcher of beer there, but I wasn't driving that day. So it didn't matter. Every so often I might drink 1 or 2. For example, the past Memorial Day, I may drink like 4, and that was it. I haven't drank since then. I don't really have a desire to drink. Mostly because of the fact that I spent 2 years doing this. And if I did drink, I don't get behind the wheel. I don't even get in a damn car. I don't. We all know somebody who has a drinking problem. We all do. The problem is that what it did to me, tell you the truth, I was in line to get a promotion. I was in line to get a promotion to become a manager. Like a supervisor. Not a manager, but a supervisor at my job. What my supervisor does, I could have been doing right now. I was 3rd in line to get a position in an office where I'm like management. And the DUI just, they did a background. Of course, they did a background check. Oh, you just got a DUI. You're going through probation and stuff like that. And that's not a good look. And then what happened was I was told that because of that, it pretty much blackballed me from any kind of promotions. So that means no matter how good I do or what well I do, I will never get promoted, according to them. So, so technically that screwed me out of that. I'm still suffering the effects of the DUI because I paid close to $15,000 to $16,000. That includes lawyers' fees, court fees, drug and alcohol testing, paying for the counseling and everything. There is a big cost to it, and plus because I'm like in Michigan, which we have one of the worst car insurances, my car insurance jumped up super sky high. At first I was paying $100 a month. I was paying $100 a month for my car insurance for my old car, and it jumped up to $300 a month. Then when I bought my new car, it jumped up to almost $5. Gosh, I don't know. The way how I look at things right now is the fact that it is it is something I don't wish on my worst enemy, because you never know what might happen. I lost friends. I lost, I lost a I lost money. I lost money. I lost money right now. I mean, sheesh. And the funny thing is, during that time, I wasn't even collecting comic books. I wasn't even collecting comics at that time. So, case in point. But I still managed to hit those conventions, though. But the thing is, it made it hard for me to, try to fix my old car up, and doing this and doing this and doing it. It's a lot of cost to it, and it tells you the cost is worth more than the actual pleasure of drinking. That's one of the reasons why I don't drink like that anymore. I told myself, you know what, Art, you got a choice. You just got off probation in 2018 or 17 or 18. You just got off probation. I can't remember which one. It's been a while. If I dig through all my paperwork, I could figure it out. But is drinking the can of beer worth you going through this shit all over again? Drinking that glass of wine, is that worth you getting all over again? And the answer is, it's not. It's not worth it at all. During that probation, I fell into a depression. Even though I had a girlfriend, I fell into a depression because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. It's like, oh, hey, let's go out. Let's go to Chicago for a weekend. I can't even leave the freaking state. I couldn't leave the freaking state. And even though one time they said, hey, Art, you can go to the Arnold Fitness Classic in Ohio. You can do that, bro. Not a problem. Then 2 weeks before I left, sorry, you can't go. I paid for a hotel. I paid for everything, and I just lost all that. I had a weekend in Vegas planned with some other people. I had all that stuff paid in advance, and guess what? I lost all that too. I lost a lot. And a lot of people I can't deal with anymore because those are drinking buddies. So in a sense, is my life better now? The answer is yes. My life is totally better now. Thing is that I used to go out every Saturday night to drink. Now I'm chilling at the house every Saturday night. If I do drink, I stay at the house. I don't leave the house. I don't leave the house if I go out and drink. If I drink. I remember, was it last year? I bought some wine for the first time because I wanted to try some wine. And believe me, that made me so freaking loopy. I was like, what the hell? And the thing is, a lot of times I couldn't drink because I had to be on call 24/7 to hop in the car to go. So I can't drink like that anymore. I don't. And true, I do know that sometimes some people would say, hey man, let's go do this. And I'm like, okay, fine. I go to my friend's house. If I drink there, I drink. But the thing is, I don't get drunk. I don't. My friend who just got married recently, his so-called bachelor party, we just him and everybody just hanging at the house. We had a couple of shots. And other than that, that was it. It was like, okay, cool. I had a couple shots, and I left. When I left, I was totally sober. I said, oh, let me sit here for an hour before I go anywhere. His wedding, I drank a little bit, but the funny thing was that about like 9 o'clock, I said, that's done. We was there from 2. So from like 2 o'clock till like 7 or 8 or 9, I was drinking a little bit here and there, but after that, no more. Because at 11 o'clock, we got to bounce. And I was just as sober as I am right now. Because I don't do that shit anymore. this is just an overview of the stuff I did. This is just an overview. And tell you the truth, 3 years ago when I made those videos, I keep them up there to remind myself that hey, I think totally different than I did 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was hot. I was bothered. I had all this on my mind to get out. I'm much more calmer now. My attitude towards alcohol is totally different. Totally different. Now, to tell you the truth, will I go out drinking again? Yeah, I've done it so sometimes, but I don't really go out to drink. I really don't anymore. I mean, hell, I don't, because it doesn't interest me like that anymore. It doesn't. You know. With that being said, that's all I'm going to talk about this for right now. If you want me to continue on talking about this, the kind of stuff I went through like this, let me know down below. I have no problems talking about it. I'm not ashamed of it, and I'm never going to be ashamed of it. It's part of my life. It does bring up some bad memories, but I have no problems doing that, and I have no problem sharing. If I can share you my love of comic books, this is nothing. Okay. But anyway, with that being said, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if you like. If you want to share this video, go ahead, share it with your family, friends, and enemies. That's fine. If you need a boost to make sure if you want to go out drinking that night, if you want to go out and party, if you want to watch this video before you go out and party, I would suggest watch this video before you go out and party. Maybe it might help you not drink as much. I don't know. I hope not, but anyway. I hope to see you guys pretty soon, and let me know what you think down below. And I do need to eat dinner. I'm sorry, I got delayed. I do need to eat dinner, and I do need to call him back. So I'll eat dinner, then I'll call him back. All right, cool. That's a good plan. All right, so with that being said, I've been trying to figure out how to do this video, and I just said, I've been working on it for a couple days, and I did like 4 or 5 versions of this video, and this is the best one. So I hope you like it. I hope you find it informative. If you want me to expand on that or something specific, no problem. So with that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.